Have you ever been pushed and provoked until you finally snapped and then somehow you became the problem? Maybe you yelled back after hours of them taunting you. You slammed a door after being gaslit for days. You finally snapped after being disrespected over and over and over again. And then they pointed the finger at you. See, you're the abusive one. Well, that's not the truth. That's a manipulation tactic called reactive abuse. Reactive abuse is when someone provokes you, pushes your buttons, and chips away at your sanity until finally you explode. And then they normally flip the script and use your reaction against you. Hi, my name is Callie Sorensen. I have a master's in the psychology of coercive control, and I support people to recognize, break free from, and recover from toxic dynamics so they can build healthy relationships rooted in genuine care and connection. In this video, I'll break down what reactive abuse really is and how it works, why abusers use this tactic and what they gain from it, and stick around till the end because I'll share the truth that you need to hold on to so you stop blaming yourself and start breaking the cycle. So what exactly is reactive abuse? Reactive abuse happens when someone deliberately pushes your buttons, poking at your insecurities, dismissing your feelings, or crossing your boundaries again and again until you snap. And then they point to your very natural reaction as proof that you are the unstable one, the aggressive one, or even that you are the abuser. And it's not about one heated moment. It's about the buildup, the days, weeks, or months of provocation, gaslighting, mockery, or mistreatment that wears you down until you reach your breaking point. And here are some examples of how it can show up. They mock you, criticize you, or bring up painful topics over and over again until you explode in anger. They twist your words, minimize your feelings, or keep dismissing you until you're shouting to defend yourself or just to be heard. You slam a door after hours of taunting, and suddenly that moment is all that matters. They withhold affection, ignore you, or use the silent treatment until you finally beg for connection, and then they call you needy or crazy. In high conflict cases like custody battles, they may even record your outburst, conveniently leaving out the hours or days and months of provocation beforehand. On video, they look calm and responsible, and you look like the aggressor. And that's the trap. Your reaction is not abuse. It's a human response to relentless mistreatment. But abusers flip the script. They magnify your reaction and erase their provocation. Suddenly, the whole story becomes you're the problem, you're the unstable one, you're the abuser. Now, reactive abuse is not the same as two people just arguing. It's a setup, a calculated tactic designed to provoke you, flip the blame, and make you doubt yourself. Healthy conflict has repair, accountability, and growth. Reactive abuse has none of that. It's designed to break you down and then blame you for breaking. And that's what makes it so dangerous. It doesn't just hurt you in the moment, it rewrites the entire narrative, making the true abuse invisible. Why do abusers use reactive abuse? Because it's one of the most effective ways to flip the script and keep control. And here's what they gain from it. They gain power and control. They know your triggers. They know exactly which buttons to push, what tone to use, what words, or the silence that will push you to your edge and make you snap. And when you finally react, they look calm, collected, and totally in control, while you look out of control. That image alone gives them the upper hand. Also, they use it to avoid accountability. If you're yelling or crying, the focus shifts off of them. Suddenly, nobody's talking about their lies, betrayal, or mistreatment. The story becomes all about you and your reaction, not about their abuse. They get to dodge responsibility by painting you as the aggressor. Also, reputation management. Reactive abuse is often weaponized in public. They might record you, screenshot your texts, collect receipts, or retell the story to friends, family, or even the courtroom. It gives them ammunition. They can hold up your reaction as the proof that you're angry, unstable, or abusive. And because outsiders usually only see the outburst, not the hours or days or months of provocation, the manipulator looks calm and reasonable while you look like the problem. It's character assassination by design. But it's not the truth, it's a performance, and it's staged to make you look like the villain. Also, you start self-gaslighting because this tactic doesn't just convince others, it convinces you. When they say, look how crazy you get, See, you're the abusive one. You're the one that's yelling at me. Part of you starts to wonder if they're right. That self-doubt is exactly what they want. It keeps you trapped, apologizing, second guessing, and trying harder to be better. Emotional fuel. Your reactions, your anger, tears, begging, or shouting, all feed them. It gives them a sense of power, superiority, and proof that they can control your emotions. Your explosion is their confirmation that their tactics worked. And here's why it hurts so deeply. Reactive abuse doesn't just attack your emotions, it attacks your identity. You go from being the victim of mistreatment to being painted as the villain. That reversal leaves you confused, ashamed, isolated, and questioning your own reality. But here's the truth. They set the stage, they pushed, provoked, and chipped away until you reacted, then spotlighted your reaction to hide their abuse. It's like they lit the fire, handed you the match, and then blamed you for the flames. That's why reactive abuse is so challenging. It doesn't just silence you in the moment, it rewrites the narrative, protects the abuser, and makes you doubt your own truth. For more on this, check out my other video on Darvo, where I unpack exactly how abusers deny, attack, and reverse the roles to paint themselves as the victim. So if reactive abuse is this powerful, what do you actually do? Well, here's the truth you need to hold on to. Your reaction does not erase the abuse that led up to it. Exploding after being pushed, mocked, gaslit, or provoked doesn't make you the abuser, it makes you human. You had a normal reaction to abnormal treatment. And this tactic works because it flips the script. It makes you doubt yourself and it makes others question you. And it leaves you carrying shame that doesn't belong to you. They set the stage. They created the conditions. Your reaction was the outcome of their abuse, not the proof of yours. And this is where so many people stay stuck. They replay the moment over and over again. I hear this from so many of my clients. They say, maybe I did go too far. Maybe I really am the problem. Maybe I am the narcissist. Well, that shame is exactly what keeps the cycle going. And that's how deep this tactic cuts. It makes good, caring people doubt their own heart and their own goodness. But here's the reality. You are not the problem, and you don't have to carry that blame anymore. What you do need is clarity, support, and the tools so you can recognize these setups in real time and stop them before they take your power. And that's not something that you have to figure out alone. Reactive abuse is designed to confuse you. That's why working with someone who understands coercive control is so powerful. And that's exactly why I created my program, Become Ungroomable, to give you the education, the strategies, the tools, and the support to decode manipulation, trust your gut, and build boundaries that hold. So you can finally step out of these toxic cycles and into relationships where your voice, your feelings, and your needs actually matter. Reactive abuse is one of the most dangerous tactics because it flips the entire story. You go from being the one mistreated to being painted as the problem, and that reversal can leave you so confused, ashamed, and questioning your own reality. But here's the truth. You are not crazy and you're not alone. Your reaction doesn't erase the abuse. It doesn't make you the villain. It makes you human. And the fact that you're even here learning about this means you're already breaking the cycle. And if this resonates with you, make sure you download my free red flag decoder in the description below. It's designed to help you spot subtle manipulation tactics and red flags like this faster, so you can respond with clarity instead of confusion. And make sure to hit like if this connected with you and subscribe for more videos on hidden abuse tactics. And leave a comment if you've ever experienced reactive abuse or if you'd like me to cover another related topic in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, the abuse is not your fault and your voice and truth matter. Trust your gut.